What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are in the building and you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Can y'all hear me out there? Okay, I see some ones. I see some ones. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to all the visionaries. And of course, salute to my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Welcome back to all the new supporters. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. So make sure you hit the like button on the way in, man. Hit that like button. Double tap your screens if you are here via the vertical feed. Do me a favor, just double tap your screen, double tap your phone screen, and that's how you hit the like button. Also, share the show. Share it on your Facebooks, Instagram, Twitter, your Discord servers, anywhere that you share content. Do me a favor and share the show. Share the show as well. Share the show as well. It's very much appreciated. I'm gonna get to the chat and shout everyone out, and then we're gonna get into the show. Because today we're gonna give y'all a glimpse of the America that we don't know nothing about, really. The America that everyone is trying to hide now. And before I get into it, let me make sure I shout you guys out. And then we're gonna get into it. Because this stuff is ironic, man. It's crazy how it's crazy how humans could be so fickle, you know. Like 1 minute this country is bad, we want to get up out of here. Then the next minute, this is the place to be. This is a great place. And now you got people who act like they don't want to be here or act like the new America that we're gonna have to deal with is gonna be some depressing, oppressive type of country to live in. So we're gonna get into it today. Y'all see the show. Let's get into it. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. Peace, Mark. Peace to you, my brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. Top lovely lady mod in here today. Good to see you. I appreciate you as always. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Hey, Miss Classy Creole. How you doing? One of my lovely lady mods, can y'all drop the link for Miss Classy Creole in case she missed earlier show? In case you missed the show earlier, Classy, they're going to drop the link for you, okay? But shout out to you. I appreciate you as always as a top lovely lady mod for me. Thank you so much. So we got two top lovely lady mods in here thus far. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. Good to see you, Sin. As always, I appreciate you. We got three lovely lady mods in the building so far. Shout out to my man Astral. What's good, Astral? Salute, fam. Shout out to Scorpio Mama in the building. We got four lovely lady mods in here. Good to see you, Scorpio. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and pin that message. Go ahead and pin that message. Let's see who else is up in here. Shout out to Miss Keita T. Hey, Keita. Good to have you back. We got 5 lovely lady mods in here. Good to see you, Miss Keita T. I appreciate you, as always. Shout out to Rick Slick. What up, Rick? What up, Rick? What's going on? Let's see who else is in the building. I don't want to miss anyone. See who else is up in here. What's up, NICU grad? What's going on? Shout out to Miss NICU grad. Shout out to the residential OG. Salute, OG. Shout out to the OG Elisino on the pull up. Salute, champ. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my man Larry Vaughn on the pull up. Salute, my brother. Peace to you, man. Good to see you in the building. Shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone that's on the pull up. Like I said, make sure y'all like and share the show. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the show. Shout out to Cuzzo on the pull up. Glad you can hear me, Cuzzo. Salute to you. Salute, Cuzzo. Shout out to Heel Zena on the pull up. Salute. What's up, Crazy Scott? What's going on, Crazy Scott? Salute. Y'all see the show, man. Y'all see the show. Beyond the headlines. Beyond the propaganda. We're going to get into America's real crisis. We're going to get into what's really been going on. Now, we've been covering this, of course. We've been covering a lot of this anti-American behavior. We've done this on numerous shows. But today, we're going to get into it a little more. Because beyond what they're telling you on your timelines, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. See, some of y'all only pay attention to what come across your Instagram, what come across your Facebooks, and what's on Twitter. But there's a whole lot going on that's not making those sites. There's a lot going on. Crazy Scott says the Democrats are America's crisis. It's the anti-American behavior, Crazy Scott, that we're going to get into today. And we're going to start off with this. We're going to start off with these protests out in D.C. See, because just like they was protesting out in California, now they're protesting out in D.C., which is quite foolish to me because we already debunked and showed the videos of the locals down in Washington, D.C., who does not have a problem with Trump and the Trump administration. They don't have a problem with them cleaning up the D.C. streets. They don't have a problem with that at all. They're actually for it because people are actually tired of the BS. People in the hood, people who are in the ghetto, they're tired of the ghetto-ish. They're tired of the fighting. They're tired of the shooting. They're tired of the killing. They're tired of it. A lot of people here in this country now are tired of the debaucherous way of life that we've been living here in this country. A lot of people don't want to be a part of it no more. A lot of people are actively getting away from these types of neighborhoods, getting away from these types of people that have these mindsets. You see? Remember, I told y'all a long time ago, part of making America great again is making people, the American people, great again. How do you make the American people great again? By inspiring us, by motivating us. How do you inspire and motivate people? Clean up their environment. Clean up their environment. If you want the youth to be more than what they are, the environment has to reflect progress. The people in that environment has to reflect progress. So currently, where we are in this country, we're so far away from making America great again because the people aren't focused on getting better. And it's the people who have the most pushback. When all Trump and his administration is trying to do is make this place a better place for all Americans. All Americans. You see? That's part of making this place great again. But if you have people who are American, right, who are opposed to getting on board, right, what's going to happen is you're going to have a bunch of, not only are you going to have a bunch of confusion, right, but you're going to have a continuous level of separation. And America isn't good separate from its people. What I mean by that is America can't be great if the people and the government are not on the same page. Let me clear that up. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything that they do, everything that they say, every call that they make. No. It's about understanding the overall message. If the overall message is make America great again, and I see that y'all are making efforts to do so, I'm on board with that. Do I believe some things will get done that I don't agree with? Yes, of course. That's life. But I'm not looking for that. I'm focused on the goal. Make America great again. I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that. I'm not here to convince y'all to get on board, but it just makes sense to me. Because I understand that our country is in a crisis. And this crisis is something that we really don't talk about because it's not on the news. What up, Javon? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute. Too Strong for Life. What's up, Too Strong for Life? You are on board with Putin running the country. That's what you believe? Do y'all? Okay, see what I mean? First, y'all were coming in here saying that being that I'm pro-Trump, that I agree with Elon running the country. See, first y'all was saying Elon Musk ran Donald Trump. Now we found out Elon Musk don't run the goddamn country, nor does he run the president. Now Vladimir Putin runs him. You see what y'all people are doing? This is why in the title, it says beyond the headlines. See, y'all come in here and y'all like to spit stuff that y'all see on the headlines. Don't think I didn't see that story. Yeah, he running around with Putin. So now Putin run our country because he running around with Trump. Just like y'all said about Elon Musk. And what did Donald Trump do to Elon Musk? He sunned him and made him go sit down. Yes, they are crazy, Scott. They're brainwashed. They're brainwashed by the media. Shout out to Crazy Scott. I appreciate your donation. It is American citizens first. Absolutely. Salute to you, Crazy Scott. I appreciate that. Absolutely. So now Putin runs the country. First it was Elon. First y'all was saying Trump don't run the country. Elon run the country. Elon tell Trump what to do. Now we found out that that was cap and a bunch of hyperbole. Now Putin run the country. What's up, Shady Norman? What's up, Ghostface? How you doing, Gossipo? Shout out to Ghostface Keisha in the building. Salute to you. I appreciate your support, sweetie. Shout out to you. Classy says Putin is really an ally, but the mainstream media won't tell you that. Exactly. Exactly. See, we want to make everybody the boogeyman around Trump. Classy Creole. Everybody that's around Trump, they want to make them into a boogeyman. Everybody. Then when Trump show everybody that he runs the show, you know, now everybody's surprised. But I keep telling y'all who run the show. His name is Donald J. Trump. Nobody's telling him what to do. He has executive power. When you are the president of the United States, you belong to the executive branch of government. You run the military. You're the one that pressed the button on everything. You're the one that things have to go through. You're the first in the chain of command. You're first. So Putin is running what? Vladimir Putin is running who? Do y'all understand what executive power is? And what makes y'all think Vladimir Putin has power here in America? Unless he has power that was given to him. What's wrong with y'all? Do y'all see how docile the American people has become? We think anybody could just come in and run our country and harm us. This is how we think. That needs to change. We walking around just waiting to get attacked. Everybody, there's a lot of Americans, right? I agree with that, Ghostface. Donald gave him power, bro, just like he gave Elon Musk power. Didn't he give Elon Musk power? Didn't he give Elon Musk power? If I give you power, that means I can do what? If I gave you power, how could you overthrow me? Y'all forget Donald Trump is a Gemini, by the way. Y'all forget Donald Trump is a Gemini? Oh, so now we're going to count the Geminis out. Now we're going to act like Donald Trump don't know what he doing. That's what we're going to do now. Now we're going to act like He don't know what he doing. He gave Elon Musk power. And when Elon Musk tried to stand up against him, what did he do? What did he do? Oh, we covered that too, sis. We covered that. He sunned Elon Musk. Elon ain't expose him. Elon gonna mess around and get sent back to Africa, sis. That's what's gonna happen to Elon, little ass. He gonna fuck around and get deported. See, y'all keep thinking that these people have more power than a president. They don't. I'm sorry to tell y'all. They don't. They do not. Nobody has more power than the president on the ground. No one. I don't care how much money you have. Stop believing that stupidity. Stop believing that. Executive power. Look that up, somebody. Don't talk to me about no niggas with money. That does not supersede executive power in a country. It doesn't. Sorry. Sorry. Your money does not supersede government power. Stop believing that shit. He sunned Elon Musk. When Elon Musk got out of character, guess what he did? He told him to go sit his ass down, for I ship your ass back home, little boy. Now, don't start smelling your own ass because you think you somebody in front of these people. See that? Don't start showing off because we got company, Elon. And Elon has been quiet for a long time. We ain't heard Elon running around flexing. We ain't heard Elon saying nothing. You know why? Because Elon wants his businesses to flourish in America. So he better shut up. Because the last time he went against Donald Trump, Tesla stock dropped. Y'all can look that up too. The last time your man Elon decided to go against Trump, all the stocks in his companies dropped. Who y'all think y'all playing with, man? Who y'all think y'all playing with? Y'all think y'all playing with Barack Obama? Huh? You think you playing with a smack me on the other side of my cheek? Y'all think that's what Donald Trump is? Y'all think Donald Trump something to play with? Y'all think Donald Trump could be bought? Man, y'all crazy. Shout out to Mark Johnson Moments. Y'all forgot Trump was already a billionaire? You think he could be bought? So a billionaire could be bought. You know, Trump had money long before Elon Musk. But now he doing some shit for some money. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to think. Get out of that silly shit. I'm gonna need you to think past your nose. Think past what you think sound cute in a conversation. Because see, that's not how the real world works. It's not. It's not. And why don't y'all ask yourselves this? Why is the media going out their way to convince you not to like your president? Why is the media going out their way to convince you not to like Donald Trump? Did you ever ask yourself that? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because you don't even know why you like Barack Obama. You don't know why you like Joe Biden. You don't know why. You can't explain to me why you voted for Barack Obama outside of him being a black man. Notice what I said, being a black man. Outside of that, you don't know why you voted for him. You don't know why you voted for Joe Biden. You don't know why. You did what they told you to do on TV. Just like the villain is Trump. So that's why he's your villain, because he's the world's villain. See, because if the world told you to love Trump, you'll love him. You'll love him. If the world told you Trump was a great man, you'll be saying it. See that? See that shit? When there's a lot of dirty shit going on in this country that Trump and his administration alone is going out of their way to clean up. Name me a president since you've been alive, that has came into office and fought government corruption and kicked all the people out who was corrupt. Name me a president since you've been alive did that. Huh? Name me a president that came in since you've been alive, came in and exposed America for what the government has been doing to the people. Name me one president that has done that since you've been alive. Name me one. Name me one. You didn't know nothing about the goddamn healthcare crisis. All this shit happened during the Trump administration. You didn't know about all this goddamn money that we had that was tied up in the system, but they kept telling us we was broke. Who went and found all that money? Trump and Doge. We thought we was broke. Oh, the inflation. We don't have no money. Yeah. It's called crimes against humanity. They was doing this to the American people, the government. What other administration came in and did this? And showing us the numbers. Showing us the proof. Showing us that it's coming from the government. That the government has been doing this. It's coming from the people, exposing the same goddamn people. And you American people are not satisfied with that. I thought you always wanted to know the truth. Don't y'all always say follow the money? What Trump has been doing. Y'all always, DS1, you got to follow the money, bro. Follow the money, bro. Follow the money. Follow the money. Okay. Trump's following the money. Doge is following the money. And look at here. Look at what we stumbled upon. Follow the money, right? Look at what we found. Look how much billions of dollars that was tied up in our system that people in the government had access to. They was pocketing this money. Yeah. You know who told us this? Donald J. Trump. The man that you want to keep calling a liar. Oh, he a liar. He a liar. Then why he not lying about all this goddamn money he's finding? Why he ain't lying about that? Why he ain't lying about the vaccines in the healthcare system and big pharma and the pharmaceutical companies. Why he ain't lying about that? Huh? Oh, so he ain't lying about Gavin Newsom destroying the whole goddamn California. Oh, he ain't lying about that. Huh? So he ain't lying about all these goddamn illegals that came in on the backs of the Biden administration and was given resources to get ahead of Americans. Oh, so that's a lie too. That's a lie. That's a lie too, right? Or how about the HUD housing scam? Oh no, how about the EBT scam that was being ran by the FDA? See, we talk about shit over here. See, we don't scroll and see what shit say and then go, oh, that's what happened. No, we don't do that. We did a whole show. The FDA was running a food stamp scheme, a Ponzi scheme. People who work for the FDA. See, we don't play no games over here. We don't just say shit to say it. The goddamn scheme was being ran by people who work for the FDA. Excuse me, the USDA. The USDA. Yeah. And then we showed the video when the police was running up in the goddamn corner stores in New York, snatching fake food stamp machines. Because if y'all saw that video, all them stores that they ran up in was linked to the goddamn Ponzi scheme that was being ran through the USDA. You had higher ups at the USDA that was approving authorization for fake EBT machines in New York City corner stores. And this is how they was scamming the EBT shit. It was a whole Ponzi scheme. It's like 200 something million. What up, Bob? Yeah, we did the show, Bob. We did the show. About 200 and something million. Being controlled and ran by a federal government agency. Trump's a liar. Then why he don't want to? Then why won't he just let this corruption keep going on? Why don't he just do that? Why don't he let America run the way it's been running? If that's the case, he's a liar. Everybody lie. What that mean? What that mean? Thank you, Sarah. Sarah Butterfly. These people, you people are crazy, man. You people are crazy. People are crazy, man. And see, don't get it confused. I know the shit that y'all talk, y'all only talk it online. This anti-Trump shit, you only talk it online. Because you really don't mean it. Because it's just popular to say. You really don't mean it. Because if you really don't like what's going on, guess what you'll do? Get your ass on a plane and don't come back. Because you can do that. See, all you anti-Trump people, you can take your ass back to your country. If you're not from here, you do know that, right? You do know that you can take your ass back to your country if you don't like what's going on. You could go. See, this is how I know you people are not serious about nothing. Because you could go. You could go. Stand on it. Don't just talk about it. Do something about it. Do something about it. Do something about it. If not, shut up. Shut up. Because guess what you're doing? You just talking to be heard. You don't mean nothing you saying. Because if you really meant what you said, you could go. You could take your ass back to your African native country. That's where you could go. If you're from the Caribbean or what, you could go. Go. With all your reasons. Bye. Bye. But you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Because you don't stand on what you say. Because it ain't that bad in real life. See, you just talking. But it really ain't that bad. That's why your ass ain't going to go nowhere. You ain't going to take your ass back to your African country that you claim you from. But you just going to keep talking all this anti-American shit. And guess what that's going to start getting you people? Canceled. Canceled. I'm here to tell y'all that too. All that anti-Trump shit will get you fired from your job. Keep doing that. Keep getting on social media being political. They'll come knock on your desk. Pack it up. Pack it up. Now, we know that a lot of y'all who are anti-Trump, you don't want that knock on your desk. You don't want that email from the higher ups. You don't want that. So just shut up. Because you're not going to stand on nothing. And when the goddamn hammer get dropped on you, you're going to start complaining and whining and backtracking and say what you ain't mean. So just chill. Because this is the game Trump is playing. See that? All that anti-Trump shit will get you shut down. Will get you shut down. You won't be able to get a job. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you're anti-Trump, that means you're anti-president, which makes you anti-American. And if you're anti-American, guess what you are a perceived threat as? A terrorist. See, you don't understand how countries and government work. Do you think people walk around Mexico talking how much they hate Mexico? Do you think people are doing that? But you want to do that in your country. Embarrassing yourself. Thinking that it's cool because we got freedom of speech. Yeah. Just like they also have the freedom to punish your ass for what come out your mouth. See, because if you anti-president, I'm going to say it again, you anti-American. If you anti-American, why are you here? Why are you here? If you're anti-American, you are a threat. You are considered a domestic threat. You are a domestic terrorist because you are right here on American soil and you're anti-American. We have to keep an eye on you because you might want to go blow up a building one day. because you anti-American. And then we got your whole social media profile that shows that you anti-American. We got all your tweets. We got everything. We got everything. So y'all better be easy with this type of shit. Trump ain't on the internet trolling for nothing. Yeah. I don't think a lot of y'all are reading these guidelines and these rules that are getting rewritten on social media. You keep thinking shit is free speech. You keep thinking that. Mm-hmm. Keep believing that. Keep believing that. Your ass going in. You gonna write a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash. That's what you gonna do. Keep playing with Trump. Keep playing. Keep thinking I could say what I keep playing. Keep doing that. Watch what happens to y'all. Keep playing. Keep playing around. Keep playing around. Keep playing. They're gonna let you know. Pack it up. And then when they tell you go in the office, they're gonna show you all your tweets. They're gonna show all your posts with you talking shit about Trump. They're gonna show it to you. Remember this on this date? They're gonna have it blown up, the dates. They're gonna have it blown up so you could see every time you ran your mouth. Every time you ran your mouth. Here, 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 here. Well, goddamn, you've been talking about Mr. Trump for the past 5 years. That's what's gonna happen to you. Because you think it's a game. Because you don't know nothing about politics. You don't know nothing about politics. What up, Scott? Shout out to my man, Scott Norris. Sarah says, these are lines you still can't cross with the freedoms. You still, even before Trump, can't say stuff. It's been that way. Thank you, Sarah. I don't know why people act like they don't know that. Because these same people who are open about saying things about Donald Trump, they never said shit about George Bush. Yeah. Did you have that smoke for Bush? No. No. Did you have that smoke for George W. Bush? And George Bush is crazier than Donald Trump. George Bush Jr., he's crazier than Donald Trump. Y'all ain't had this smoke for George Bush. Y'all didn't have this smoke for Bill Clinton. Isn't Clinton the one that's behind the crack laws? Isn't that Clinton? Y'all had no smoke. No smoke about what he was doing to the American people. The dirtbag Bill Clinton was. Do you know Bill Clinton taught the world that it was okay to have a side chick? Yeah. Yeah. Ain't wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with getting along. Ain't nothing wrong with having a. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, Bill Clinton taught us that. Bill Clinton taught us you could cheat on your wife and she'll take you back. You know, Bill Clinton showed the world that. Yeah. That you could go have a side chick and your wife ain't gonna go nowhere. No smoke for Bill. No smoke for Bill. No smoke for George. But all the smoke for Trump. But all the smoke for Trump. No smoke for Barack Obama, even though Barack Obama was turning our children opposite. He was turning our children out. He was turning our daughters into little boys and turning our little sons into little girls. No smoke for him. No smoke. But y'all got all this smoke for Trump. Barack Obama is the reason why we have a Zaya Wade. You know, Dwayne Wade turned his son into a girl. You know who influenced that behavior? His name is Barack Obama. Do you know that? You didn't notice during the Barack era, people was getting turned out? Kids was getting turned over? Huh? No smoke, though. No smoke for him. Right. Let's get to this work. Let's get to this work. We got these idiots down here protesting in D.C. who ain't nothing but a bunch of crisis actors. Look at this. Unhappiness with the Trump administration. Look at this. Foolishness. Sheer foolishness. What's up, Shamika Smith? How you doing? Hey, Tanisha. Shout out to Tanisha in the building. Shout out to my man Club. What up, Club? Good to see you, bro. Club says he sure did. And also, Bill Clinton was the first president to sell out and was forgiven for it. Come on, bro. Talk about it. Talk about it. Unhappiness with the Trump administration is simmering across the country as thousands took to the streets on Saturday to join nationwide Fight the Trump Takeover protests. Look how, yo, these people are diabolical. These people are diabolical. See, this should be right in my face, man. Listen to what's the name of it. The name of these protests is called Fight the Trump Takeover. Fight the Trump. Fight the Trump. Listen to that. Listen to that. Even my Black American people. Fight the Trump. Look how they inciting more race activity. Fight the Trump. Fight the power. Fight the Trump. Fight the Trump. Fight the power. Fight the powers that be. Fight the Trump takeover. Fight the powers that be. Fight the Trump takeover. It's right there. If this isn't psychological programming and conditioning to try to incite a race war just to uproot this man's power, this is what these sick people are doing. See, I can see it. I don't know about y'all. All I see when I read Fight the Trump Takeover, I hear Fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the powers that be. Where that come from? See how hip hop was a weapon the whole time? They got you niggas singing Fight the Power in 2025. They got Black Americans Fight the powers that be in 2025. We're done. We're cooked. We still singing some shit. Hey, Scott, it be pissing me off, man. Public Enemy in 2025. Oh, man. Public Enemy. Sarah says psychological warfare. If you've been in the clink, you see it all over. You a lie if you say no. Bob says Elvis was a hero to most. He really was, though. He really was. What's up, Isan Sai? It's not a race war. It's about the 1% versus the rest of us. Trump made it about race to keep the poor whites in line. Trump don't have to do nothing to keep poor white people in line. Poor whites were put in line after they destroyed the Ku Klux Klan. Okay? That's what put poor whites back in their place. When they weren't allowed to run around drunk and high and geeked up off a bunch of lies and going up burning up black people's houses. Once that foolishness stopped, that's when poor whites got in line, sir. Okay? Poor whites been in line, sir. Ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump. Okay? Nothing to do with it. Classic Creole says, DS1, ever since 9/11, the country has been in an active, declared state of war. And because of that, President Trump is granted unprecedented powers, which is why he's able to do what you see him doing. Absolutely. You nailed it. You nailed it, Classic Creole. Exactly. But a lot of us don't even know that. Or a lot of us could have forgot to, Classy Creole, that we've been at war since 9/11 and that the American people has never felt safe and fully protected since that day. Since that day, we had to worry about foreign and domestic terrorism. Since that day, people forget that. People forget that. Some people forget, Classic Creole. Some people forget. But you nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. Sarah says, someone really said that? Are you effing serious? I can't. Yo, this is just embarrassing. The ignorance is deep rooted. It's very embarrassing, Sarah. It's embarrassing that American people we have really gotten dumb. Like, Americans are we're the dumbest country on the goddamn planet. Do you know that? Do you know how dumb we've become? Just dumb. According to the official website, over 200 events were held across 34 states yesterday to protest Texas Republicans' efforts to redraw the state's electoral maps in their favor, a strategy that has picked up by Republican leaders in other states as well as ahead of next year's midterms. Look at this. This is just stupidity, man. Hundreds gathered in Washington's northwest neighborhood of DuPont Circle for a peaceful protest that ended with a march to the White House. Protesters chanting and holding signs saying shame and Trump must go now. These are crisis actors, y'all. Shame and Trump must go now. called for an end to the crime emergency that Trump declared in DC on Monday, and which he said justified the deployment of the National Guard units as well as the takeover of the city's police force. The president said violent crime in the Capitol is out of control. Violent crimes in DC is out of control. And the military's presence would help make the city one of the safest in the world, not the most dangerous. Let me read that again so y'all can understand. Don't get mad at me, get mad at Newsweek. This is from Newsweek, okay? The president said violent crimes in the Capitol is out of control, and the military's presence would help make the city one of the safest in the world, not the most dangerous. City officials have rebuked the president, saying that data he presented is misleading and claims that crime is rampant are widely exaggerated. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said crime has been falling after a peak in 2023. It is the second time in only a couple of months that Trump has deployed National Guard troops to a traditionally liberal part of the country after sending units to Los Angeles earlier this summer. Y'all see this? He's sending them to where? Liberal parts of the country. See, y'all got to stop playing with Trump. That man has a method to his madness. He's a mastermind. He's a mastermind. Liberal places. Because liberal people think they could do what? Whatever they want to do. And I shouldn't have to answer to no one. Liberals. Yeah. Let me show you an example of the liberal mindset. Let me show y'all. Here we go. Right here. Here's an example of the liberal mindset. Rapper Sean Kingston sentenced to prison for a $1 million fraud scheme. See, that's see? Sean Kingston was an entertainer. Why was him and his mother running a PPP fraud scheme? Why was him and his mother stealing and robbing people? Because his mama got more time than him. See, all he got is a year. He got 3 years. They cooked his mother. You see this? Why is Sean beautiful girl? That's why it'll never work. You'll have me suicidal when they say it's over. Damn all these beautiful girls. He's stealing, him and his mama. Fraud, scamming. Anti-American behavior. You rich and you robbing people. See, shit like that will no longer be accepted here in America. See that? That's the old American way. The old American way. And it don't got nothing to do with race. Because guess what? Who remember that famous white couple? Christy and her husband. They had a show. They just got pardoned by Trump after they ass sat in jail for not paying taxes. And they owed the IRS like 20, 30 million, probably more than that. I forgot the name, but y'all can look this up. Him and his wife was both sent to federal prison. Him and his wife. A rich white couple. Right. Todd Chrisley. Right. The Chrisleys. Thank you, Keita T. Right, Bob. Todd Chrisley and his wife. Since y'all like to make shit about race, they ass was just sitting in jail for tax invasion. Oh. Tax invasion. America's real crisis. People doing a bunch of illegal shit. That's why, and it's been happening on the watch of the government. That's why this country is where it's at. That's why. That's why. Todd and Julie. Todd and Julie Chrisley. Look at Sean Kingston and his mother. So stop making this about race. Rapper Sean Kingston was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison Friday after being convicted of a $1 million fraud scheme in which he leveraged his fame, abuse. He leveraged his fame. Give me this because I'm Sean Kingston and I'll give you the money back. That's what him and his mother was doing. Leveraged his fame to dupe sellers into giving him luxury items that he then never paid for. Tell me that ain't no bum shit. Tell me that's not bum activity. You got money and you stealing? You a bum. You a bum. Him and his mama is running around here saying, yeah, give me this Rolex. I'm Sean Kingston, and never bring him the money. Bum. Anti-American behavior. You don't want to pay your bills. See this? He don't want to pay his bills. Anti-American. Delinquent. Bum. Bum. Sean Kingston and his mother. $1 million fraud scheme. He made more than $1 million in his goddamn rap career. Bum. I keep telling y'all, bum is a mentality. This man made 10 times that in his rap career, but he getting ready to go to jail for 3.5 years, and his mama sitting in jail for longer than that for $1 million scheme. Trump sent him to the alligators. Send them to the alligators and the Burmese pythons. We don't feel sorry for idiots and bums. Idiots and bums. This man Sean Kingston probably done made about $20 million in his career. He in jail for $1 million. That's a bum. That's a bum. See that? You could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. He couldn't stop being a nigga. And that's why a lot of y'all mad, because Trump is no longer incentivizing nigga behavior. You ain't gonna run around here and say you lit, but you can't pay your goddamn bills. You running around here flexing with jewelry that you done stole from people. This was Sean Kingston was doing. This was Sean Kingston and his mama was doing. Bum shit. And guess what y'all saying? So what? So why you worried about it? See, you're dumb. You're dumb. You don't even care about your country. You're an idiot. You see how stupid Americans done became? See, maybe the people who are not from here, I can understand why you don't care. But guess what? As long as your black ass here, you better care. You better care, because whatever they do affect you. And the moment you decide that you don't care no more, just go back home. Just go back home. Why y'all come here and make all this money and don't go back home? Why y'all don't just go back home? Why y'all come here and stay here and then talk shit about the country? But you've been here for 55 goddamn years. Shut up. You sound stupid. Because you could have been left. You made your money. Now go back home. What's so hard about that? No, y'all want to come here, make a life here, talk shit, and still stay here. Let me ask you something. Can we do that in your country? Can I go to your country, right, as a person that's not from your country, as an immigrant, come to your country, get citizenship, work in your country, help build my life, just as well as contribute to y'all economy, and then get on my social media and trash the country, and then get on social media and trash the president of the country? I believe in the country you're from, they would have cut my head off. In your country, I would have ended up missing. They would have saw me walking to the nearest store and I would have disappeared. But you want to do that shit here in our country and get away with it. And we supposed to be fine with it. Even though if I took my ass to your country, they'll kill me for doing it. They'll kill me. In your country, ain't no freedom of speech. So learn how to shut up. Because when you take your black ass back home, you don't get to run in your mouth. When you go back home, you talk about America. You don't go back to your country and talk about what's wrong with your country and why you don't want to be there and why you never wish you was from there. You don't do that. Because a goddamn militia will come to your goddamn tent and kidnap your ass. So shut up with that shit here in America. Because guess what we're going to do? We're going to make sure you don't get no benefits, no resources, none of that. Since you're so anti-Trump. How about you don't use the resources that Trump is providing us? How about that? How about that? How about when the prices of shit start to drop, you take your black ass back to your country and don't enjoy the new America? Yeah. How about you stop going to Disney World since you so anti-American? You let your children watch American TV, but you anti-American. Shut up. Shut up. Because you're not anti-American for real. You're just talking. You're just talking. And people like you don't need to be here because people like you do shit like Sean Kingston is doing, like him and his mama. come to America, be entertainers, but then run a whole goddamn fraud scheme. Kingston, whose real name is Kashawn Paul Anderson, and his mother, Janice, you know they West Indian. His mama name is Janice, and his name is Kashawn. Kashawn, straight West Indian. Mama name is Janice. Who else mama name is Janice? Diddy, but let's continue. Diddy mother name is Janice too, which were convicted in March by a federal judge of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. These are some goddamn thieves. They came to America to steal from Americans. Get your black ass out of here. Because I can't take my American ass to your broke ass country and rob y'all. Because I might end up dead. They did 4 wire transfers. His mama was sentenced to 5 years. He only got 3. So that means he told on his mama. No, he ain't American. That nigga told on his mother. His mama got 5 years. He only got 3.5. That means he told on his mother. It was her idea. Spoiled ass West Indian boy. Kashawn. No, he was a fat, spoiled Jamaican nigga. Kashawn, did you take a shower? This bozo told on his mother. He told on his mother. His mama got 5 years. He got 3.5. He told on his mother. He told on his mother. He told on his mother. So you see how he was raised. The nigga told on his mother. He told on his mother. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie B in the building. We got how many? 3 top lovely lady moms in here today. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Good to see you, Miss Angie. Bob says he didn't eat sardines for dinner. Exactly. No, he didn't. Of course he didn't. Shout out to Let Me Put the Tip in. What's good, bro? Told on his mother. This is what they want. This is what people have been doing in this country. We got celebrities who are stealing and robbing the system. The same people who are part of the system. You do know celebrities are a part of the system, right? You do know that, right? I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all know that. But let's get to it. Let's get to the main video. Let's get to the main video. Look at this, man. Now, when I saw this, I said, yeah, it's time to make America great again. Look at this, man. This is disgusting.
How we doing today?
Good.
Leaving work with some merchandise?
No. Can I help you, officer?
I was just watching some very interesting video footage from your work. Mind if I search you? Empty your pockets right now.
Can I have some sort of warrant?
You're making this way harder than it has to
Check.
be. Huh. What do you know? That looks just like the Rolex that was stolen from the nursing home that you work at. Yep.
I don't...
There's the money.
Are you happy? Can I go now?
Absolutely not. Would you care to explain this?
Explain what?
Where did these come from?
Does that matter? We both know where it comes from.
You often steal from your job and where you work? Turn around, hands behind your back.
Can we please just talk about this? I think this is a bit dramatic to be arrested. What footage? Can I see the footage?
Absolutely. You'll see it in court. You think it's a good idea to steal?
They're not going to miss it. Well, he's basically dead.
You don't think they're going to want to pass that watch down to his son?
This is bullshit. Give me... Ow!
Not happening. How we doing today?
Good.
Leaving work with some merchandise?
No? Can I help you, officer?
I was just watching some very interesting video footage from your work. Mind if I search you? Empty your pockets right now.
Can I have some sort of warrant?
You're making this way harder than it has to
Check.
be. Huh. What do you know? That looks just like the Rolex that was stolen from the nursing home that you work at. Yep.
I don't...
There's the money.
Are you happy? Can I go now?
Absolutely not. Would you care to explain this?
Explain what?
Where did these come from?
Does that matter? We both know where it comes from.
You often steal from your job and where you work? Turn around, hands behind your back.
Can we please just talk about this? I think this is a bit dramatic to be arrested. What footage? Can I see the footage?
Absolutely. You'll see it in court. You think it's a good idea to steal?
They're not going to miss it. But he's basically dead.
You don't think they're going to want to pass that watch down to his son?
This is bullshit. Give me... Ow!
Not happening.
These types of people are the people who have made this country into what it is. This woman has been robbing elderly people. Now, we know that that's an epidemic that no one talks about. What happens to the senior citizens in these nursing homes? We just saw what happens. They get robbed. This woman is so incompetent and dumb. She's so incompetent, she's robbing her patients at work. This is a level of incompetence. This is abnormal psychology. See, people who process things normally wouldn't think to rob the people they work with. And then y'all heard what she said? She said the man is damn near dead. He ain't gonna miss it. Send her a Trump. Send her ass to the alligators. Send her to the alligators and the Burmese pythons. She just robbed somebody's grandfather. She just robbed somebody's grandfather. Send her to the Everglades. It's called Alligator Alcatraz. Send her dumbass. Send her to the alligators. She needs to get chewed on. Because she work in the healthcare industry and she robs the patients. And they caught her dumbass on camera. This is why a lot of people been getting fired, y'all, because they catching people on camera at work doing wicked shit. They're finding wicked things on people's work computers. That's why people getting fired. Because they're incompetent and they disgusting, immoral, unethical individuals who are working in high positions, who are working in positions where they have to care for others. This woman has no empathy. You heard what she said? She said the man damn near dead. He ain't gonna miss it. She shouldn't be working with human beings. She shouldn't be working with animals. Her ass should be somewhere in the Amazon warehouse. That's where she should be. She shouldn't have no contact with humans. Her ass need to be working underwater, scraping, cleaning boats or some shit. She said that man wasn't going to miss it because he damn near dead. She said that out her mouth. She told that to the police. You know how incompetent you got to be? Something wrong with you. Can we talk about this? Talk about what? Thief? And not only are you a thief, you rob elderly people. So you a piece of shit. You scum of the earth. You rob elderly people, woman. You are scum of the earth. You are the gum in between the grooves of my shoes. That's what you are. You rob elderly people. See, this is the crisis that's going on in this country. Abuse, work abuse, abusing patients, abusing clients, abuse. See, they don't want to talk about this stuff getting handled because they don't want the American people to understand that the Trump administration is making America great again. See that? How long we've been speaking about elderly abuse? We don't know what go on in them goddamn senior citizen homes until it hit the news. So imagine how much stuff don't hit the news. Now, all we saw on camera was her robbing that man. We don't know what else she done before. We don't know the other things she done to patients before. We don't know. What's up, Frank? We don't know. Shamika says exactly, we need to make them pay taxes while they're in jail before deporting them. Oh yeah, Trump gonna get that money about you. Trump gonna get that money about you. Because see, don't think because Sean Kingston and his mama is in jail that they still don't owe that money. They still got to pay that bread. They still got to pay that bread, Shamika. See, this ain't the old America where we write your debt off in your prison sentence. No. If you go to jail dealing with some money shit, some fraud or something like that, you going to jail and you paying. Trump don't play no games. This Trump. This Trump. You not going to go to jail and then you ain't going to have to pay the debt off. We want that. We want that. We need that. We don't care how long you going to sit in jail. So all the people that's getting caught up for the PPP loans, all the people who were scamming the PPP, right? They not just going to jail. They still got to pay back the money. Yeah. See, some of y'all think, this is how some of y'all thought. Well, if they catch me, I'm going to just go to jail and then I'm good once I come out. No, Papa. No, Papi. See, that's what you thought. And not only when you come out of jail are you going to have to pay the money, but guess what, Papa? Guess what, Mamita? You not get no more employment. You not work nowhere. You not get no job. No state job, no city job, no federal job, Papa. You could go work at the taco shop. You can go sell Coco Loso at the taco shop. Yeah, that's it for you. Just know that. Ain't no more get no good jobs. Oh, you scan for a PPP loan? Oh, we'll call you. Shred it. Ain't you ain't going and working nowhere for 20, 30 hours an hour. You a thief. It's on record. Not only are you a thief, you lied and manipulated the government. So guess what you could go do? You could go work at Amazon. That's what you could go do. Yeah. You'll never know what $30 an hour will look like. You'll never know what it look like. Nope, because you're a thief. Yeah. See, y'all think this shit is a game. Y'all think this is like back in the day. Oh, I'm a scam, do my little time, and then I'm good. Papa. No. Pay me my million. And on top of you paying me my million, you can't get any employment. So how you gonna pay back the bread? I keep telling y'all Donald Trump is a mastermind. How you gonna pay back the bread if you can't get a job? The feds already came and seized all your assets because you stole the money. So they done came and seized all your shit. So now how you gonna pay them back? Your money, your accounts are frozen. Frozen. Your accounts are frozen. Where's the money? Frozen. We freeze your assets. Frozen. Yeah. 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 We gonna get Russian on them. Frozen. All of your shit is frozen. Frozen. Yeah. Frozen. Then when you come out of jail, how you gonna pay it back? You can't get a job. Frozen. Your life is frozen. Yeah, keep playing. Keep thinking that that's the American way. Frozen. Keep believing it. Keep believing it. Well, that's America, because that's how some of y'all think. Y'all so simple-minded. Well, America been doing. Nigga, this ain't the same country. It's not under the same regime. Are you paying attention? Shit is ran a little different now. It ain't ran the same way. So you can't have the same perspective. You can't go about life the same because we're under a different regime. You still thinking, oh, Democrat and Republican is the same, so it ain't gonna change, so I ain't gonna change. Alligators. You ain't gonna change? Alligators. You ain't gonna change? Deportation. Get them out of here. Yeah, you ain't gonna change. Bye. Yeah, they got a nice jail for you. Alligator Alcatraz. Alligator Alcatraz. Because you don't know what's really going on in this world. You don't know what's going on in this country. You don't know. Look what's going on. Look at what these people doing at work. Look what's happening to the elderly in our country. You can't even feel safe putting your significant other or your parent in a nursing home. Because look what they do. Look at what so-called American professionals, look at what they do. Look, y'all. For the love of money. Look what they do. Look, this man's sleeping. Look how wicked and diabolical she is. She's a dirt bag too. Look, she don't even know she on camera. Look at her. Look at this.
How we doing today?
How we're doing today? I love. How you doing today?
Work with some merchandise?
No. Can I help you, officer?
Leaving work with some merchandise? See, they was watching the camera. She's so goddamn stupid and incompetent, she don't even know she was on camera. You leaving work with some merchandise?
I was just watching some very interesting video footage from your work. Mind if I search you? Empty your pockets right now.
Can I have some sort of warrant?
Can I have some sort of warrant? See, you people are stupid. You stupid. A warrant. You dumb. You dumb. They don't need a warrant because you okayed the new terms and stipulations, so they have the right to watch you, dummy. They don't need a warrant, dummy. You already gave them the right to when you signed that new paperwork and you agreed without reading the terms. Stupid. You've been on candid camera. You don't need a warrant, idiot, because you don't read no paperwork. You just signed. So you already gave them authority to watch everything you do because you agreed, dummy. So don't talk about no warrant.
Making this way harder than it has to be. What do you know? That looks just like the Rolex that was stolen from the nursing home that you work at. Yep.
She's stealing out of a nursing home. This is a bum. This is a bum. That's supposed to be an American professional.
There's the money.
Are you happy?
And stole the money and stole his credit cards. Look, fraud. Look, fraud. She stole his credit cards too. Fraud. Send her to the alligators. Send her to the alligators, please. She likes to rob elderly people. She needs to go to the alligators. Trump, send her to the alligators, sir. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Beyond the headlines, I just gave y'all a glimpse of America's real crisis. What's really going on in this country. Because all you want to watch is somebody protesting. Those ain't nothing but crisis actors. You need to pay attention to shit like this. This was really going on in this country. This is why we need extra police. This is why everybody band together to stop this level of violence and this level of abuse. Yeah. And just know, your police departments, they all have cyber divisions. Dummies. So keep thinking you're doing what you're doing online and you're getting away with it. Somebody's watching you. Yeah. Yeah. It's called cyber security. Yeah. There's whole task force who work for the police department that's on the internet. That's behind the cameras at your job. Yeah. Because we have to make America great again. How do we do that? We must prove to the people that they are living in a safe country. And that means we must provide safety for them on the ground, which is offline and online. You better wake up. Shout out to Donald Trump and the Trump administration. Y'all better wake up and understand what's going on in your country. Shout out to everyone once again, man. Salute Mike G's. I appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Anonymous. Shout out to my man Bucket. Shout out to the lovely Classy Creole. Shout out to my girl, the cynical one. Shout out to all my lovely lady moms. Shout out to Miss Keita T. Shout out to Scorpio Mama. Shout out to all my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Thank y'all so much. If y'all are new here and y'all enjoyed today's show, don't hesitate to subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Absolutely, Donna Whipple. Sick abusing the elderly. Absolutely. Absolutely. We will be back tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned. Thank you so much, Miss Angie. Thank you so much, Miss Angie B. Good to see you. Good to have you back, Miss Angie. Shout out to y'all. Get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. Don't forget, get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.